nor even if it is drying up and dying, does it ask anyone for water. Same purport, and we are continuing on the purport here. This is also Chaitanya Charitamrita. One who thinks himself lower than the grass, who is more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor, yet is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. Raising my hands, I declare, everyone please listen to me. String this verse on the thread of the holy name and wear it on your neck for continuous remembrance. One must strictly follow the principles given by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this verse. If one simply follows in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya and the Goswamis, certainly he will achieve the ultimate goal of life, the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. In the purport to the above verse 32, Śrīla Prabhupāda explains again what he says is when chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, in the beginning one may commit, this is Maharaj's word, is explaining further on Prabhupada's purport. When chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, in the beginning one may commit many offenses, which are called nāma-aparādhas and nāma-aparādhas. In this stage, there is no possibility of achieving perfect love of Krishna by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Therefore, one must chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra according to the principles of the above verse. And we know the above verse, the Chaitanya Shishtartakam verse, third. Chanting is very simple but has to be practiced seriously and humbly. Therefore, the author of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, advises everyone to keep the Trinadapi verse always strung around the neck. Humility is the most essential attitude for proper chanting. If one chants like an arrogant fool or full of lust, there is no way to actually hear the holy name. So we got the secret, what is really needed for us to release the holy name and chant more and more is to be humble. Do not expect any respect, but rather give respect to others. Any questions on this or any discussion? There is two more small sections. Let's see if there is anything to share here. If nothing, then I'll continue reading.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
So, to be humble and to chant, it sounds very, very good. But what does it really practically mean? I mean, most of us are humble people, as I see, but still, it's sometimes very difficult to concentrate.
Oh, most of us, we see that devotees are definitely humble, but then we still struggle in chanting. Is that the question, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
I mean, one thing is the medicine is that one to apply the humility, but we also have to follow the dietary system, which is continuously being in the association of devotees and hearing the Bhagavad Gita, because every one of us coming from a different background, not in the birth, not by which family we born into, but we are carrying many of our vasanas also. Sometimes um, the medicine will take some time. The same medicine, when you give as a doctor, you give, for some people it may work within a month, for some people it may take a little more dose or sometime little longer. So it works, the medicine works, but it also depends on the person who takes this medicine. So one has to be patiently practice and have faith in these words that we just read, will work. So definitely it will work, but sometimes it differs person to person. Is that okay, bro?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you.
Anything else? Like you don't this one analogical story that they say where where a person or guru, I think I'm paraphrasing the story, what I can't remember exactly the details. He sends one of the boy to go get some water and come, and he gives a basket. And by the time he carries and come, the water is all gone. Nothing is there because the basket has hole. So he goes and brings again and again and again. Finally, he comes to Guru and said, I can't do it because I don't think I'm improving in any way. In a sense, I can't serve you in any way because there is a hole in the basket. I couldn't bring the water. But then Guru said, look at the basket, what you've done. The basket was initially with a charcoal. It was dark. By moving and coming 10 times, now the basket has become pure. So the basket has got cleaned without even you realizing that particular point. Something like that story. So it works. It just takes some time for some people time. But the thing is that the important point is that yeah, it works, but then one also have to work towards it also if some people doesn't have those things. Sometimes people may be humble, but this prana pratishta puja is not external. It is internal, that is expecting importance to be want to be a recognized person and to be worshipped. All those things is not external. It is within our consciousness. Sometimes people in the world may be externally humble. We don't know. We are not the mind readers. But internally, they may carry these things also. Therefore, it's individually one has to um, uh, check out, am I really humble or I'm being humble for the reason to show the world or get some prana pratishtha and puja? Who knows, right? So that is also another aspect may hinder our spiritual life. So we can only speak for ourselves. We cannot speak for others just by seeing others' external activity. So, but if we are speaking for ourselves and we really know we are not working towards lava, puja, and pratishtha, and we are trying to follow the scriptures, but still it seems to be a little hard, then we have to understand that the medicine is working. Which is definitely it's working. We can tell for sure because we know how we were 10 years back in our consciousness and now how we are. That's a proof for ourselves. So it's working. It's just taking time just because of our condition, material condition of previous vasanas and karmas. Nice question, Prabhu. Thank you. Anything else? Okay, I'll read one more passage here. Actually, chanting with respect and veneration. Devotees, this is again from this is again from a purport, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Devotees of the personality of Godhead know that Sri Krishna, the son of the king of Braja, is the absolute truth. They do not discriminate between Sri Krishna's name, form, and pastimes. One who wants to separate the Lord's absolute name, form, and qualities must be understood to be lacking in absolute knowledge. One who wants to separate the Lord's absolute name, form, and qualities must be understood to be lacking in absolute knowledge. A pure devotee knows that when he chants the transcendental name of Krishna, Sri Krishna is present as transcendental sound. He therefore chants with full respect and veneration. And Maharaj says, a devotee should chant with respect and veneration while sitting down for chanting. we should be aware that we receive Krishna first on our tongue and then in our heart, and we should behave accordingly. This results in a practical attitude because if one respects and venerates a person, he naturally wants to serve him. Therefore, the Japamala should never be put on the floor nor taken to a dirty place like the toilet. So the respect has to be given to the chanting also. So I'm going to, if you permit me, this is only one small passage to end this chapter. I will just finish this chapter. Chanting with dependence on Krishna. Śrīla Prabhupāda said that one should chant in the attitude of a child, which is fully dependent on the mercy of his mother. This comparison is very suitable. A mother can recognize precisely the crying, right? Precisely, yeah, the crying of her child. She does not come at every call. Only when a baby cries with a certain intensity, then she rushes to the scene. Similarly, our attitude when chanting to deceive wherever Krishna reveals himself or not. An apathetic chanter who absolves his rounds absent-mindedly and without real interest, rather automatically, will not be heard by Krishna as much as a devotee who takes complete shelter of Krishna while chanting. That ends this second, the inner attitude towards chanting chapter. So here is a lot of answers for our questions. Why we've been chanting for so many years, why I'm not so and so, why it is like that, like that. So I think answer is right there. Our attitude of how we are chanting, how important it is, how it matters to get the attention of Krishna. It's not that, again, it's not that if you're not, then we don't chant. Then we are in the first two stages of our chanting, nāma-aparādhas, nāma-aparādhas. In those stages, we still have time to clear those anarthas and different things. Then we can start chanting purely, calling out Krishna's name like a child. And mothers know, we know very well sometimes the children cry for the sake of crying, not really with pain, just to get some attention. And one, this is a joke. A child, someone came and asked a child, something happened to the child, and then mother came inside the house. Hey, what is this? He said, I just got hurt, but you didn't cry. And the child said, I thought no one home. No one home, so why should I cry? So it's just attention seeking child's mood. So Krishna knows very well, are we really being an attention seeker or Krishna seeker? So that's the difference that we have to make in our life, how we want to chant and get Krishna's attention. Thank you all very much. It was nice to have your association continuously like this. Please continue giving your association. Again, tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Central Time. You all have a wonderful Krishna conscious day. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.